Meghan Markle is coming out with more wine. And now you would probably think, hey, she must be restocking her 2023 Napa Rosé. Oh, but no, she has a new 2024 version, which apparently is a little different. I remain absolutely flummoxed by what the heck As-Ever is doing. The way this company is being run, I would imagine if I was an actual consumer in terms of the fact I was genuinely interested in Meghan Markle's products, I would be incensed by the inability for her to restock, to manage inventory, and to actually allow me as the customer to engage in her products. Because another critical flaw in the As Ever system is that if you liked something, you might never get it again because I don't know. I honestly don't understand what the heck As Ever is even attempting to do as a business. So we are going to look into a bit of this today because I find this whole As Ever debacle like it's business 101 of what not to do. So again, we are going to explore it. But if you guys haven't been to Royal News Network before, my name is Brittany. I do provide compelling royal commentary. So please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you back. And I did a short video today exploring Catherine's new little exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Storehouse. So if you guys want to check that out, I will link that up above. I do apologize for a little bit of the audio issues. I think I have fixed it. It wasn't the mic at all. It's actually the internet. So I stream through what's called StreamYard. It allows me to pull in additional content so I can read it for you guys. It cuts down on editing and so many different things. And most of the time it works just fine. Occasionally I have glitches, but for some reason it had decided it was possessed. And so I think I fixed it. Like, I really think I fixed it. So I went ahead and filmed a whole members only video for our upper echelon of princes and princesses, which is totally glitch free. So I'm hoping this is the same. If not, we will be recording this again. So I do apologize, but sometimes in this space of news, I get things out so quickly. Sometimes it's like hard to redo things. So when I'm done, and I kind of need to move on to the next thing. But if you really want to hear more about the Catherine exhibition, it's actually really interesting what she's done. I really encourage you to go ahead and check that out. I did adjust most of the places where there's a little bit of glitchiness, but I didn't get everything. But I tried to do actually quite a bit. I actually re-recorded a lot of stuff as I was editing, and that was time consuming. It took me an hour to edit a 10-minute video. It should have probably taken me 30 minutes. So that shows you the amount of extra time sometimes that takes. So sorry, I will stop going on about that. And let's talk about the wine thing, because as I was recording that video, I believe I got the update about the wine, and I'm just looking at this thing going, what are we doing? I don't understand. And I am fully engaged in the idea of Meghan Markle being successful potentially. Like, I harbor no ill will of her finding some success outside the royal fold, preferably without her using a royal title. I'm not against that. I would be engaged with her products if she could create decent ones and if she could actually market her business well. This is not marketed well. Actually, we'll do a whole video on sort of the psychoticness that her PR campaign has become, because it's like almost like PR for crazy people. And we're sort of getting into a bit of this with the business as well. There is no communication, there is zero strategy, there is zero reliability. Like, if you have a brand, you want to be reliable. So, for example, I really like Calvin Klein dresses. I have an absolute ton of them. And I know what sizes generally work for me. And sometimes that can be narrow or wide. It depends on the style of the dress. And if I get one, like I got one a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago that I think it was made wrong, and you felt it immediately because it didn't fit right. And so obviously something with the fit got wrong there. And that was disappointing because most of the time I find the brand to be hugely reliable. There is no reliability for Meghan's brand as a consumer. None. I still do not believe in the slightest Netflix is at all engaged in this brand. She calls them an equity partner. They call themselves a passive partner. An equity partner means they are in a partnership. They're passive partners, which means they basically just gave her money and that's it. This whole thing is a mess. And as somebody who like enjoys analyzing business and like wants to create my own business and have it flourish, to see somebody crap all over the opportunity of a lifetime is almost like it's like morbid. You have like a morbid fascination with it. It's not like a be interesting. It's like, how the heck did you do that? I don't understand. And when it comes to the As Ever wine, I have tried it. I'm not a big fan of it. I actually still have a lot of my wines over here that I tried with it. I have at least one or two downstairs in the fridge, including the As Ever one, so I can try it chilled. Should I try it chilled for this program? Maybe I should. Hold on one second. So, guys, here is it, the chilled this time, As Ever Rosé 2023. Now, I had a lot of thoughts on that. I'll link the video, but I didn't find it to be all that great compared to the others. And I had like 12 I compared it to. I found it to be underwhelming, both in terms of taste, but also display. No, let's say branded cork. We also had like really like this is so lame and boring, like just basically a label. Like, not all that great, and super high alcohol content. So this one has 14.5. I'll be curious what the next one has. But let's look at the announcement because I got it via email. I am part of the email list because I have purchased items. Some people complain about that, but guys, I can only review it if I have it. So let's see what she says. As this gets ever more confusing and as Meghan is ever more not attached to this. So this has nothing to do with Meghan. You almost feel like Meghan is in hiding. Like all of a sudden she's like, can't be seen. It's too dramatic. Okay. So this just says, and I put this on X, is we hope you've been having a beautiful summer, enjoying the adventure of travel or the calm of home, finding beauty in the little things, and perhaps trying something new. So that's kind of a long sentence. I would maybe cut it down a bit. But like this whole thing of finding the beauty in the little thing, what do you mean by that? Like she's constantly trying to push this thing and there's just no connection to anything. I find it very annoying. Then goes on to say, on that note, many of you were able to try our debut 2023 Napa Valley Rosé, and we were over the moon to hear your feedback. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Elevated flavor. Stunning and delicious. We also won a blind taste test as the best rosé and were coined the it drink for the summer. Okay, well, where is that? Where is that? You can link that, you know. You could link that in your email. That might actually help because let's look it up. Blind taste test As Ever wine. So maybe this was Sharon. Honestly, if I put it in immediately, it doesn't come up. Maybe we're talking about, let's see. Well, the Telegraph calls it the least favorite. So I don't know. Business Insider, maybe. So Business Insider, which goes on to talk about its blind testing. Sorry, I was reading through the article there for a second. Says, we loved As Ever, wasn't what we expected, but they really said that our takeaway was that summer water was the best for casual rosé drinking. But Meghan stood out as unexpected and refreshing. So I feel like that's very vague language, really like super exciting. So I don't know what blind test they're talking about. Again, you're telling me something without really telling me something at the same time. You can 100% link things. Honestly, that would be better for you to actually link it directly. So that way we could see, oh, who is it? Was it a shill who said in a blind taste test it was good? If it was a shill for Meghan, it means nothing. Or comparing to what other wines it was tasted against, it probably means nothing. And it goes on to say in the email here, wow, we thought, and thank you, we say. Who's we? We only know as Meghan is part of the company. We have no clue if anybody else on the planet is part of it. Means nothing. This affirmed all the love, time, and effort our team and our founder poured into curating this blend to evoke the sun-drenched spirit of Napa Valley and the breathtaking tenor of the California coast. It doesn't mean that, guys. Come on, let's be real. It's a rosé wine in a crowded field. Didn't stand out that much. So this idea that it's this huge, massive success thing is just a little tooting your own horn, a little bit too much. Thank you for filling our cup. Now it's time for us to fill your glass. We are pleased to share that our 2024 Napa Valley Rosé will be available for purchase next week. Okay. It marries the same harmony of notes from our first blend and creates an elegant medley of delicate yet memorable flavor. You'll want to clink glasses with friends as the sun sets, toasting to a summer joy, barefoot or in sandals, dressed up or dressed down. This rosé may become your favorite accessory for alfresco lunches and dinners at dusk. Cheers, as ever, team. Oh my gosh. So this drives me nuts because again, it's overly verbose. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what they say. And if you go over here to Meghan Markle's Instagram for As Ever, which she almost feels like she's abandoned Instagram at this point, she's not shown with her rosé at all. It just shows it in the beach. Could you get more basic? And of course, we have the sycophants attempting to get their Instagram followings up. And then, again, the most boring posts in the world. And Meghan has been silent since July 4th. What does this all mean? And let's try it because I got a lot of criticism last time in my wine tasting for not chilling the rosé before we tried it. So we'll see how this does. It's been in the fridge. Oh, I can smell it. Oh, I don't like wine. Oh. Okay, let's let it linger in your mouth more. You're supposed to do that, right? Uh, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure my face is not selling that at all. Ah. All right, I tried it. I tried it. Oh. So I don't have strong hopes for this latest, but what does this new piece mean? Like, what happened? Are these different wines? Like, what is going on? And the big thing I come back to with Megan is the why. The why is really important. Why are you doing something the customers generally want to know? And the unfortunate thing for Megan and As Ever is there is no why. There doesn't seem to be any strategy. There doesn't seem to be any cohesion. There doesn't seem to be any like method to the madness. Like it's just random. Oh, we've got a new rosé now. So what happened to the 2023? Was the 2023 bad? Did you sell me crap? Did you sell me a bad batch? Is that why you have a new one now? Just putting that out there. So is this crap? I'm wondering, why do we have a new rosé if we can't restock the old rosé? What did you sell me? Now I have questions because yes, I know rosé doesn't keep that long, but it seems to be that other people on the planet who run wineries are able to develop a lot of wine for a particular year, and yet Megan can only do a small batch. And so if you liked this particular 2023 and the 2024 is different, then do you like the 2024? Are you forced now to buy the 2024? Because again, she forced us all to buy at least 3 bottles in order to test her wine for $120 a pop. It took me 17 days to get it after order. I mean, she did say that there would be like it wouldn't go out until the 9th or 10th, but it still took a couple days after that for it to finally get in the mail. The lack of consistency, I truly think, is what's going to kill this brand. There is no vision. She's just randomly dropping products when she has them. If I was Megan, and this is what I'm actually doing for most of the month of August, like I'm still going to try to keep up with videos, but we may try a couple different things, fashion things, those sorts of things. Because what I want to do is rethink what I'm doing, add more things, maybe take away some things, maybe figure out how some things work better within the schedule, have new offerings, make better, make more interesting things for members. Like I have a lot of ideas reaching out to authors for books. I did that today. So I got to do some more of that. How can I make Royal News Network better and different? Now, it's a bit different because I don't have products in the same way Megan does. I do have some, so if you guys are interested in that, I do have t-shirts that say recollections may vary, and also a hat that says that as well. So if you want my baseball cap, I do have that available. It says recollections may vary. We got Real News Network on the side there, and we got the crown on the back. So I'll be wearing this to an upcoming baseball game, and I'm like very excited. So I'm not a super big hat person, but my mom loves her hats. So she's very excited about this. Anyways, I don't have products in the same way Megan does in certain respects because these are print on demand. So I don't actually keep stock. Another organization prints them for me, which is fabulous because then I don't have to keep inventory. But they're always available unless something sells out. There is no consistency to this. Like, if you really enjoyed Megan's, I have it right here because I have most of her initial launch. If you liked Megan's peppermint tea, you can't get it right now. There were 2 times where you could get it, but if you didn't, like, get there fast enough, you missed out on the peppermint tea, which you shouldn't get. It's the worst of it. It tastes like toothpaste. Anyways, so there's no consistency. Like, how can I, as a consumer, get attached to this? Because in part, I know it'll go away. I know, like, if I turn around the next second, it'll be gone. So why would I buy it? Why would I get attached to something that's never there? And that's a huge thing. So for me, even I love Whittard's hot chocolate, Whittard's of Chelsea. And I have to order it from the UK, or when I go to the UK, I have to pick up canisters. I picked up 4 last time. One was for my mom. She really liked the coconut flavor, so I bought her that one and brought it back. But unless they take a flavor away, because companies do, exchange flavors and stuff like that. I know I can always go online and order more Woodard of Chelsea hot chocolate. I know when it comes to Hotel Chocolat, which is another hot chocolate maker thing I have, that the packets, I can always order them online or I can pick them up in the UK like I did last time. So I always have an avenue, even though it's a bit more cumbersome to get them because they're not readily available here in the States. It's pretty easy for me to purchase them. It's not easy for me to purchase as ever. And it's like innocuous stuff. And I don't know, is she trying to be a winemaker, a tea maker? We have crepes and shortbread. Is she trying to be British, American? Who knows? It's all over the place. And if you're going to establish a brand and have it have longevity, you need to know what the brand is, what it's going to sell, why it exists. What niche are you filling? Because right now, the only niche Megan is filling is in the homes of her sycophantic fans. And yes, they buy out the stuff every single time. Some moron, a couple of them, bought 12 bottles of a wine they had never tasted. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But that has a limit. People will stop doing that at some point because they get bored, they don't like it anymore, or because of the most critical thing, it's not consistent. You don't know when anything will be available. She'll randomly throw something out and it's not well stocked. And so it sells out again. And then headlines, oh, Megan sold out again. But then, like, when do you get your next batch? It's a horrible way to run a business in this modern era. Because betcha bottom to dollar, yes, she will have people who order every single time. But even those people will start getting annoyed if they can't get their products. And I feel like that's the route Meghan Markle is pursuing. She is so interested in the sold out headlines. She fails to see that the best thing to make money is consistency. It's not headlines, it's consistency in building a product and building a consumer base. I don't think she has a consumer base, in part because only the sycophantic fans are getting it because nobody else is going to jump on there right at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever it goes live to get something. So those are the only people who are getting something. And then everybody else is sort of can't do it because they're like, I just want it when I thought of it now. And now I can't get it. Well, those people may check once or twice or they'll never check again. It is insanity what Megan is doing. But the insanity also mimics and mirrors the insanity of the PR. And I will definitely do a video on that because some of the crazy things coming out of their PR right now is like diluted nonsense. It's crazy talk. And I would almost bet you anybody from the outside is looking at that going, no, like you guys are crazy because it doesn't make a ton of sense. And neither does As-Ever. And Meghan could have a billion-dollar company on her hands. But at this point, the way it's being run, she'll be lucky to make a couple thousand. So guys, let me know what you think of this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Bye.